Today, we're looking at my top 10 ways on how to stay poor and how to break free from it. Let's be honest, if you wanted to stay broke, frustrated, and stuck for the rest of your life, there's actually a proven formula. Not because you don't have potential, not because the government is bad or the economy is bad, but because most people relive the same 6 months of their lives and do these 10 things that guarantee they stay poor. Today, I would expose them one by one and most importantly, show you how to break free from each. Because poverty isn't just lack of money and it's not a destiny. It's a pattern of thought, a set of habits, and a mindset of delay. If you're ready to stop repeating cycles and start building wealth intentionally, then this video is for you. So let's get into it. The first way is to expect the government, the economy, a family member, or someone to save you. When you outsource your rescue, you outsource your power. The moment you expect the government, the system, the economy, or a family member to change your life, you have given up control. Freedom begins when you realize no one is coming. The system we live in is not designed to make you rich. It is designed for maintenance and not for your personal elevation to extraordinary wealth. It's designed to keep you functioning, keep you consuming, and keep you surviving. So waiting for external help keeps you stuck in a passive state of hope, which is the enemy of progress, because hope is a feeling while progress is an action. So how do you break free from this? You need to take full, uncompromising responsibility for your outcomes. This doesn't mean you don't use resources or accept help when offered. It means you operate from a place of ownership or from a position of ownership. You may not be able to control everything that happens to you, the economic downturn, the global crisis, even the challenges you inherit, but you can control what you build from it. You are the CEO of your life and the only person with the final veto power over your future. That realization on its own is terrifying, but it's also where freedom and true wealth begins. Side note, the day you stop expecting to be saved is the day you start becoming wealthy. The second way people stay stuck is wishing for a life of ease and comfort. The desire for a life that is perpetually easy is the silent, deceptive killer of all great potential. It took me this long to realize wealth doesn't grow in comfort zones. Period. Full stop. If you look at your life right now, most of the problems you're facing are simply the cumulative result of the choices that were made for comfort over growth. What I have learned thus far is that the path to financial freedom is paved with high-value skills, deep focus, and strategic risk. Every skill that could change your life will first feel uncomfortable. Every opportunity that promises to grow your income or your character will come dressed first as a challenge or an enormous workload. So if your subconscious priority is minimizing friction, you will perpetually filter out every opportunity that could grow your life. You will choose easy jobs, the comfortable relationships, and the familiar routines. I say this with so much confidence because I have been on this path and I used to minimize friction, which filtered out the very opportunities that could have changed my life years ago. So let me give you a quick story. My first job was in marketing and sales, and for some reasons, I did not like sales. I don't know who sold the idea to me that sales is a bad thing, or sales is a bad job, or sales is not a good department to be in. So I thought, oh, they were being mean to me by putting me in the sales department. So every day I go to work, I always feel so bad, like these people are just being mean to me. Why would you put me in sales? I don't like sales. I don't like selling. I don't want to beg people to buy. Let people buy whether they feel like it or not. Why should I be the one begging them to buy? I don't know who taught me that sales is begging people to buy to start with. I don't know who taught me that if sales is a bad idea or sales is a bad job to start with. I honestly don't know who sold this idea to me. But now I have come to learn that it's either you sell or you are being sold. So the job I ran away from years back is now coming back to haunt me now. Because imagine if I had stayed back for a long period of time without minimizing the friction on that job and truly learned the sales etiquette or the sales principles required to grow in sales, rather than me thinking, oh, sales is too hard, it's a bad job, I don't want to convince people, I don't want to tell people. By now, I think I'll be a sales pro or a sales master. But now it's like I have to relearn everything I ran away from, which is coming back to haunt me. So this is why I said I can say this one with so much confidence because I've been on that path. So how do you break free from this? Replace the wish for ease with a relentless desire for growth. Stop measuring your progress by how little stress you feel. Start measuring it by how much you have strengthened your capacity to handle the stress. So stop asking, when will this get easier? Start asking, how can I get stronger and smarter so that this level of challenge becomes simple for me? One thing I have learned thus far is growth is the only reliable engine for long-term wealth. And if you are not growing, you are dying. There is no in between. Here is a side note for you. The more comfortable you want life to be, the smaller your life becomes. The third way to stay poor is blame your circumstances and complain. Blame is the efficient anchor for keeping yourself poor. It's so easy to point fingers. It's the economy, it's my background, it's my upbringing, it's my parents, it's my boss, it's the job, it's the relative, it's the village people. You know, what this does is to give you a short-term psychological win, which makes you absolved of responsibility. And at the end of the day, you create a long-term economic and psychological prison. Blame shifts the focus from what you can change to the vast, unimaginable landscape of what you can. Just like the story I shared with you earlier, I could have apportioned the blame to the organization I worked with for my lack of sales skills without acknowledging the fact that I was the one that did not like sales. And complaining functions the same way. It gives you a temporary chemical hit of relief. You vent, you get sympathy, and for a moment, the world seems fair. But this temporary relief is purchased at the cost of permanent stagnation. You channel your energy to describing the problem instead of focused on designing the solution. So how do you break free from this? Turn your complaints into kills. The things that frustrate you most consistently are not random obstacles. They are flashing neon signs pointing you to the area of your life that demands your intentional intervention. So instead of complaining and whining about the symptoms, why not just fix the root cause? An example here is when a business is experiencing low or no sales. What does it signal? Lack of sales skills, lack of sales team, lack of marketing teams. There is a lack of something in the marketing and sales activities, which gives you cue on what to fix. This is your side note. Blame is poverty disguised as logic. The fourth way to stay poor is to think life is fair. Let's dismantle this romantic myth right now. Newsflash, life is not fair. And clinging to this belief that it should be fair will actually keep you broke. The reason is simple. You become emotional instead of effective. You spend your energy on outrage rather than strategy. One thing I learned late in life is the world system is ruthlessly objective. It rewards value over effort, which means putting 100 hours into a task or an activity is not a guarantee that the marketplace will value the output. Life rewards strategy, not sympathy. Having good intentions alone will not move the needle towards you. You have to demonstrate results. So believing the world owes you success because you work so hard, you've tried so hard in life, is a guarantee for resentment and poverty. Honestly, I was a captive of distort. I used to work so hard, put in so much effort into things that I do just to prove a point to the world system that, see, this is me here. I am doing 100 hours. I am not sleeping all night. I am putting in the work. So you need to reward me. But unknowing to me that I was just wasting my time. If only someone had shifted my perspective that it is not the number of hours you work for that determines your growth or your success, but the value in the hours. So many people right now are stuck on this way, thinking you have to work very hard, you have to put in 100 hours a day, you have to do so much without thinking of value first. Because at the end of the day, the world system will reward the value first. How do you break free from this way? Learn the life game. Success is less about fighting the system's unfairness and more about becoming the person who wants what you desire and positioning yourself optimally within the system, which means you have to master high value skills, understand leverage, and become a strategic thinker. One thing I have realized is you don't need the world to be fair to succeed. You just need it to be predictable in its mechanics. So learn the rules, master the mechanics, then and only then can you play to win and not just to survive. Side note, life isn't fair, but it's predictable, and that is better. The fifth way is to seek validation. The pursuit of wealth is by necessity a solo journey for a significant reason. So if you consistently edit your dream to make everyone around you feel comfortable, you will eventually become financially broke and emotionally exhausted. And this will mean you will be trading your future potential for present day approval. One thing I have come to realize is every high growth decision, be it moving across country, starting a new business, investing, learning a new skill, will be met with skepticism. Wealth requires unpopular decisions. This I was not informed myself. You have to learn to say no to what's comfortable and trendy, and saying yes to intense personal discipline, and often walking alone while others criticize your focus. The financially poor people live their lives based on the comfort of their immediate social cycle. The wealthy live their lives based on long-term conviction. How do you break free from this way? You have to validate your own conviction. Stop seeking external validation. Your conviction, backed by research, plagued with intentional planning, is the only validation you need. Many people will definitely doubt what you're doing until it works, and then they say you got lucky. Or the brave ones will ask how you did it. So the external noise is simply a tax you pay for staying ahead of the curve. Remember this: the poorest person in any room is the one addicted to validation. The sixth way to stay poor is to fail once and quit forever. This is the great divide between those who build wealth and those who don't: their relationship with failure. And to be very honest, our school systems contributed largely to how we perceive failure. They have made us all dread failure so much that some people see it as their identity. Some even go to the extent of calling themselves a failure. The truth many people are oblivious to is failure is not a verdict. It is only a tuition. Most people treat failure as a definite proof that they are not good enough. You know how the wealthy treat failure? They treat it as an expensive data. What I discovered is most of the successful people we admire learned to collect failures faster and extract lessons more efficiently. Which means if you quit at the first setback, you didn't fail at business. You only failed at the learning process. The only way you truly lose out is to take the pain of the lesson without you harvesting the wisdom it contains. So I stumbled on a post by a billionaire, and he said, I will rather fail at 100 attempts than succeed at the first attempt and think I know it all. Can you see his perspective? And I can truly relate to this perspective, because what it means is you didn't really fail at those 100 attempts. You only got feedback on how to do it better. So how do you break free from this way? Don't aim to avoid mistakes. Aim to extract the wisdom from them. So flip your perspective. Every failed venture or missteps either teaches you a profound truth about the market, or it funds you with a financial win. Which means if you quit, you forfeit both the teaching and the funding. And I don't think you want to. Your goal should be to stay in the game long enough for the law of averages to kick in, iterating and improving on every piece of feedback you get. Remember, you don't fail once and lose. You fail once and learn. And you can't earn without learning, which makes it even more fun for you. The seventh way is to avoid discomfort. Discomfort is the entrance fee for every next level of growth and income. One thing I figured is poor people dodge discomfort. Wealthy people, they actively schedule it. If you only do what feels good, the easy conversations, the comfortable routines, your regular habits, you are guaranteed to keep getting what's familiar, which is most likely your current situation. The moment you encounter a resistance point, the hard conversation with someone, the necessary statement review, the early morning routine, the exercising, the reading and the learning, and you choose to retreat, you are choosing poverty. You are actively rejecting the very thing that would sharpen your skills and elevate your earning potential. I can relate to this point 100% because before now, I would not choose discomfort over anything. I loved to do things at my pace. I loved to operate on my timeline. I loved to do so many things from my comfort zone. In fact, I was so comfortable in my comfort zone that the push for growth made me uncomfortable. It was a tussle for me. My comfort zone and my growth zone, they went to war, and I felt it. It was a nightmare. I was too comfortable in my comfort zone, and my growth zone was calling, and I was so reluctant to answer the call. I thought it wasn't necessary and I don't really need it. And at the end of the day, it shouldn't be that hard. You know, the way we say it, like, it's not that deep. But real growth does not happen in comfort zone. So it is that deep. So how do you break free from this way? You have to practice deliberate discomfort. This means intentionally choosing the hard path. I had to choose it too. Waking up early, focusing on high value tasks, learn the hard complex skills that scares you. Mine is sales and I am going to learn it, whether the devil likes it or not. I have to become a sales master, and this is me confessing it openly so that when I become a master in sales, I will come back to this video and say, yes, I chose the hard complex way because it scares me. So right now we are going for the scary things. One thing I figured is growth lives exclusively on the other side of inconvenience. So make discomfort your default setting for a season and watch your life fundamentally change. So when your mind is trying to talk you out of it, say this to it all the time: discomfort is the gym where growth happens. This statement will put you back on track. The 8th way of staying poor is do your best, not what it takes. Doing your best is the most deceptive phrase in the poverty mindset. Why? Because your best is subjective. It is a self-serving internal metric that shifts based on how tired you feel or how late it is. And because of this popular phrase, do your best and leave the rest, most people have bought into it and used it to justify their efforts. So what they do is just their best. On the flip side, whatever it takes, however, is measurable and objective. And this right here is where the wealthy play. They stop when the objective measurable task is done, while poor people stop when they feel emotionally tired or eat an arbitrary hour in the evening. The difference here is the relentless focus on the outcome and not the effort. It's like using a tiny brush to paint a large wall and justifying your efforts. Do you think it will match with the person who used a ruler? This is to say, effort is good, but execution done properly is everything. So how do you break free from this way? Flip from your best to whatever it takes. Define what done looks like before you even start. Don't celebrate efforts, celebrate results. So instead of stating a vague expectation, state a specific outcome. An example is, instead of saying I will do my best to prospect this week, why not say I will make 50 high quality calls and close 3 new clients, which gives you a clear expectation on the outcome. When you focus on what it takes, it gets the results measurable. You push past your subjective feeling of best and tap into a new level of performance. Remember this: doing your best keeps you comfortable. Doing what it takes changes your life. The 9th way to stay poor is to read a lot of books and do nothing. This is a specific trap for the smart and ambitious person. Information without implementation only creates illusion. It's the ultimate intellectual procrastination. You feel productive because you've read 5 books on investing, but your bank balance is identical to last month. So what's happening? You feel smart because you listened to a podcast on marketing last week, but this week your business has 0 new leads. So what's the issue? You are confusing consumption with creation. You are letting the act of reading give you dopamine hits that mimic actual accomplishment, because nothing has fundamentally changed in your reality. The knowledge you are acquiring only becomes valuable when it's converted into a lifestyle change or a measurable action. So many people are walking libraries. They take so much pride in the number of books they've read and not the number of books they have implemented. I think it's even a trend, so to say. People tend to take so much pride in the number of books they've read, and they come online to say, oh, I read these 5 books. Oh, I read these 10 books. Tell me I implemented these 5 books. I implemented these 10 books, and this is the result I got. So how do you break free from this way? Don't be a walking library. Immediately convert knowledge into action. After finishing every book, every podcast, every training, do not move until you answer one specific question. And the question is, what one thing will I apply in the next 48 hours? So I must confess here, I used to be a walking library. Read so many books just for information and not for implementation. But now, this is how I read books. I ask myself, what is that one thing you're doing when you're done reading this book? Or what you're doing in the next 48 hours with what you have learned from the book? What I realized is the speed of implementation is the ultimate difference between a student and a millionaire. This is my 2 cents. Don't just consume knowledge, convert it. And finally, the 10th way to stay poor is to start tomorrow. Tomorrow is the graveyard of dreams. Every goal that was supposed to change your life, and it could be the investment you were going to make, the difficult email you were going to send, the business you were going to create, all dies in the seductive, non-committal land of I will start soon. Procrastination is not laziness. It's a fear-based habit of delaying discomfort. You know the task is uncomfortable, but your brain tricks you into calling the delay, oh, I'm planning. Oh, I'm trying to gather more resources. Oh, I'm trying to do my due diligence. Oh, I'm waiting for the perfect time. But we both know the perfect time will never come. And if there's one thing I have learned on this journey of mine, is that momentum doesn't come from motivation. It comes from movement. If you're waiting to feel motivated to start, you just might be waiting forever. You cannot wait to feel motivated. You have to start to feel motivated. So how do you break free from this way? Start small, but start now. Don't try to build the whole empire today. Nobody lays a foundation today and it becomes a whole house the same day. Take the first step. Deposit the first $50 today. Open the spreadsheet. Write the first line or the first sentence of the email. Just to do something. The size of the action is irrelevant. The act of movement is everything. Break the inertia and the momentum will carry you forward. Let me share with you these 3 simple steps I use in setting myself up for movement. And it is vision, measure of success, and the first step. So I start with the vision. I look at what I want to have happen in 90 days and I write it down. It will be in 90 days, I want to have done this. In 90 days, I want to have achieved this result. Then I move to the measure of success. And I write how I want to measure my success. It could be daily, it could be weekly. So it could be, oh, I would do this every day, or I would do this every week. And then I write the first step I will take and do it immediately. I don't think about it too much. I just take it just to show commitment to the vision. So instead of saying, I will start tomorrow, use these 3 simple steps to set yourself up to actually starting tomorrow. At the end of the day, poverty is not a destiny. It is a pattern. And once you recognize the pattern, you can break free from it. This is the recap of the 10 ways people stay poor. Number 1, expect others to save you. Number 2, wish for ease. Number 3, blame and complain. Number 4, expect life to be fair. Number 5, chase validation. Number 6, quit after failure. Number 7, avoid discomfort. Number 8, do your best and not what it takes. Number 9, learn but don't apply. And finally, number 10, start tomorrow. If you reverse every single one of these ways, you will automatically position yourself for growth and wealth. Let's be real. The opposite of poverty is what? Riches, which I think we should actually discuss in the next video. So subscribe so you don't miss out. Remember, wealth doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to structure and purpose. So share this video with a loved one. And don't forget to stay intentional with your actions, and I will see you in the next video.